gang? Hey, another banger. Make sure you watch this one to the very end. I packed this one with a ton of gold nuggets. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't done so already, jump into the CLG community. 7-day free trial, nothing to lose. All of my work is in that community. I don't split it up. I don't hide it. I don't do all these different courses here and there. No, everything is in the community. Join the community, meet the members in the community, become elite sooner rather than later. And if you really want to get great fast, come to Miami December 4th through the 7th for the CLG guys, 5th through the 7th for the non-CLG guys. Tickets is in the pinned comments. Buy a ticket, get down to Miami, send you the location, South Beach. We're gonna have a blast. And with that being said, let's jump right into this video.
4 years ago, while married, I looked into the eyes of a stranger and had this feeling of coming home. A connection just I had never felt before. And, you know, the timing can be more inconvenient because I was married. And so here these people came over. They were potential investors in the project. They had a friend tag along, and that friend was John. And that was the person I had this kind of very special moment of connection with. John and I were kind of in this like bubble of wanting to know every last thing about each other. It wasn't like hot and I want you and romantic. It was like our souls or our beings were like, I just need to be in your presence because what is this? Like it was hard to understand or describe. And I remember hugging him goodbye. I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to see this person again, but wow, I like don't want to let go. Because it's like, I remember like his heart beating against my heart, and just like the moment was so evocative. And when they walked into the moonlit sky, I turned to my ex-husband, my then husband, and I said, I just met a soulmate. And my then husband said, I saw.
So I really wanted to play that because I really wanted you guys to truly understand what I've been saying on this show since the beginning of the time, is why it's very important for you guys to turn your care down. A lot of guys, they have their care turned up with women because they believe that women are these innocent creatures that can do no wrong. They believe that women are more pure when it comes to the relationship side of things, because women say things like, oh, I would never cheat. Oh, I don't believe in that. Before I cheat, I'll just leave the guy that I'm with before I even think about it, or whatever the case is. But guess what? Women are takers. So while she's sucking you dry of your resources, taking your time, your energy, your focus, all of the stuff that she's taking from you, while she's sucking you dry, her dating strategy doesn't change. She has the same exact dating strategy that she had before she was with you. And that dating strategy is to walk around looking cute and hoping that her soulmate comes along. And that soulmate can be just a feeling. She can just be feeling something that day, and the person that locked eyes with her that day could just magically be her soulmate. The fact that she is still even searching for her soulmate and she's in a relationship should tell you everything that you need to know. Now, she's going to spin it in a way like this girl did. Most girls do the same thing. They're going to spin it in a way to make it seem like they were the innocent victim bystander in the situation. It happened to them. There was no cause. There was nothing that they did for it to happen. It just happened to them. The universe just singled them out, and some guy just locked eyes with her, and it just all happened to her. She was not responsible at all. She didn't do anything. You know what I mean? She didn't do anything. She was just there, and stuff happened to her. This is every woman's point of view. You ask women why they like to travel. You run across women and you say, why do you like to travel? And they'll tell you everything but what they truly like to travel for. They like to travel because they hope and pray that Mr. Charming comes, sweeps them off their feet and fucks on them real good. That's what they're hoping and praying for. So, but they can't say that. So what they end up saying is, oh, I like to travel. I like to experience new foods and, you know, see new things. Like, you know what I mean? And then if you even bring up the fact, you'd be like, oh, you sure it's not so you can hook up with other men? No, that never crosses my mind. That's the last thing on my mind is a man. Oh my God, no, I want the experiences, new food, new this, new that, this and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Every girl has said this. Every girl will deny her pursuit of men. But when girls are alone, all they do is talk about men. Whether they're in a relationship, whether they're not in a relationship, whether they're married or whether they're single, they sit around all day long and talk about men. That is all they talk about. There is nothing else they talk about other than men. the majority of girls are promiscuous, especially in today's modern day age. A lot of you guys don't know this because a lot of you guys don't deal with women at all, or very seldomly. You know what I mean? The guys that do deal with women, isn't it crazy that most of the guys that deal with a lot of women tend to not like women? And what I mean by like is like them as a person. They still like them sexually because they have their needs that need to be met. But every player that's successful, good player, I'm not talking about the guys that jump on YouTube and act like they're getting laid and they're not. I'm talking about the ones that are actually getting laid, that are actually dealing with women. A lot of them, when they get behind closed doors with other men, they complain about women because they're like, how come none of the hot ones act right? How come none of the ones that are super attractive, how come they don't act feminine, submissive, this and that? Like, why do they all act masculine? Why do they all believe they can do what we can do? This is the reason they're getting ran through. There are some players that I've met, they just threw in the towel on relationships. They wanted monogamy. They were single. They were seeking monogamy. That's what they were actually seeking. And I know it's hard for you guys to understand that men actually seek monogamy, but it's true. I've ran across men. Maybe they were lying to me, but I believed them. And they was like, see, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was single, I was looking for my perfect girl. But what happened is I kept running into girls that I thought was my perfect girl, and I got into a monogamous relationship, and it always ended poorly. And it wasn't from lack of me trying to make it work. It was the lack of her not respecting and appreciating the work that I was doing to keep the fucking relationship together. Everything I did, she just thought that was like bare minimum. Anything I did, I paid for lunch. She didn't give a fuck. She never thanked me for that. She didn't care. I do this, I take her here, I take her on a trip, I get her surprise. And then 9 times out of 10, those relationships with those girls, it ended poorly. And what I mean by ended poorly is you find out they still have a Tinder profile. They're talking to other men. They're keeping their options open while they're sucking the resources out of this guy. Because in their mind, this guy cares too much about me. So because he cares too much about me, I know in my heart of hearts that I can do better. I know in my heart of hearts, if this guy cares a lot about me, I know I can find somebody better. And it doesn't matter how rich the guy is, doesn't matter how tall the guy is, doesn't matter how ripped the guy is. None of it matters. If the guy cares too much about her, in her mind, she feels she can do better. In her mind. So, in her mind, if she feels that she can actually do better, she's going to keep her same dating strategy and keep her eyes open. She's going to allow somebody to lock eyes with her, and she's going to allow somebody to have that impression on her, and she's going to allow somebody to, this girl is lying. Ain't no souls being locked. She just explaining why she cheated. But she's trying to do it in a way so it sounds good because she has to be politically correct. The girl found a guy that she found attractive and she wanted to cheat, and she did cheat. And even if it wasn't physical, before she left her husband, she was already cheating. Texting him, calling him, talking to him long time, hugging him long, doing all this crazy stuff. She was already cheating. You understand where I'm coming from? So, because when girls cheat, they cheat differently. They don't necessarily need to be fucked in order for a girl to cheat. For a girl to cheat is if her mind cheats. Because before you can even fuck her pussy, you gotta fuck her mind. If you can fuck a girl's mind real good, the pussy comes easy. Very few objections if you got her mind. Very few. If you find yourself getting a lot of objections when it comes to sex, it's because you didn't get her mind first. 90% of a girl even orgasming is her mind. 80 to 90% of it is her mind. It's less to do with physical. It's about how you treat her. And a masculine man would never put a woman first. Putting a woman first and falling in love with a woman is actually a female trait. This is why women don't respect it. Any feminine type of energy, including caring too much about her, is a female trait. Because natural male energy is males are too busy chasing variety. Males are too busy fighting. Males are too busy hunting. And the equivalence to fighting and hunting is making money. Males are too busy locking down friendships and companionships that are going to elevate them in terms of status, money, clout, things like that. This is what men do. Females fall in love. Females think about love all day and fantasy and romanticize, and because their mind wanders to that naturally. If a male is sitting around thinking about love and fantasy, that's not a man, that's a female. Thinking about monogamous relationships and finding the perfect girl that just checks all his boxes, that's female behavior. That's not male behavior. Male behavior is, do I want to fuck? That's what males do. They just want to fuck a lot. And every now and again, they'll find a good one. But if they don't find a good one, they keep fucking. That's male fucking behavior. Anything against that is against a male's behavior. And people, and I make these animal comparisons, but people are like, but we're not animals, we're humans. At the end of the day, we have way more testosterone than women. Testosterone is the sex drug, or the sex hormone. Feels like a fucking drug, because if you don't got it, your dick don't work. If you got it, your dick don't stop working. So masculine men don't necessarily go out looking for a relationship. Masculine men go out looking for pussy. And every blue moon, they stumble upon a relationship. But it still doesn't take their desire away for variety. But nowadays, the roles have reversed. Women want to be men. They want a roster. But the difference is, they're getting fucked. We're the ones doing the fucking. There's a complete difference. If you're getting fucked by a lot of guys, your value is lesser than. And it doesn't matter the sex at that point. If you're in prison and you're the guy that all the masculine men fuck, you're a feminine ass man. If you're doing the fucking, you're still gay. But if all you do is fuck and you're not getting fucked, it's different. How many of you niggas gonna call Mike Tyson gay if Mike Tyson fucked 10 niggas in prison? He didn't get fucked. He fucked them. He is gay because he's finding men attractive. But which one of you niggas gonna go up to Mike Tyson in the prison? I'm not talking about in the streets where you got guns, weapons. I'm talking about mano y mano. You ain't got a knife. He ain't got a knife. You gonna walk up to Mike Tyson in prison. It's just you and him in the cell. And he just got done fucking 10 other niggas. You gonna walk up to him and be like, nigga, you gay. You might get knocked out and fucked too. You get what I'm trying to say? There's a difference. So these girls, they act so empowered as if they're fucking. Bitch, you're not fucking nobody. You're getting fucked. It's not cute. It's just not. Like, these girls are acting as if they're men. I got a roster. I got this. I got that. I control the whole shit. I pick my men that I want. Bitch, you don't pick shit. You're picking a horse to breed you, bitch. You're getting bred. You're his bitch. And this the thing about you weak ass niggas. You niggas will stick your dick in a bitch and still not treat her like your bitch. That's your bitch. If you put your dick in that bitch, that's your bitch. That's how you need to treat her. Bitch, you mine, bitch. If I put dick on you, you my bitch, nigga. The fuck? Don't be all this talking back, all this crazy shit, bitch. I hang up on your dumb ass. You're my bitch. You get what I'm trying to say? You do what I tell you to do, bitch. If I wake you up 3 o'clock in the morning, I need some motherfucking head, bitch. I need my motherfucking dick sucked. That's the type of fucking mentality that you have to have. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to make it sound sweet. I'm not trying to make it sound nice. If you dropping dick on that bitch, that is your bitch. Just like in prison. Watch them old school prison movies. When a nigga drop dick on one of them niggas, he walked around the prison yard, nigga, that's my bitch, nigga. That's how you treat them hoes. You drop dick on that hoe, that's your bitch. That's your bitch. You understand where I'm coming from? That's the mentality that you must have. Because it is. You entered her body. You rearranged her DNA. The drips of your cum that was in her swim amongst inside of her. Now for you condom wearing niggas, that might not count. You still inserted something in her, but your DNA ain't in her. So she might not fully be your bitch. For you condom wearing niggas. Which I do recommend that you wear condoms, because I hear there's a spike of STDs in certain states. I think Houston and I think Miami and all that. I don't fucking know, man. But at the end of the day, I'm with wearing condoms. I'm with it. But the thing is, if you wearing a condom, you know what I mean, your DNA ain't gonna really spread inside of her. You know what I mean? Which just makes her a little bit less of your bitch than a nigga that's hitting her raw. If she got two niggas hitting her, one hitting her with a rubber, one hitting her raw, the nigga that's hitting her raw, that's his bitch. You get what I'm trying to say? He dripping his goddamn DNA in her. You know what I mean? And don't let the nigga shoot up the club. That's really his bitch. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's the type of mindset that you must have when you're dealing with these women. You got to stop caring so much, because at the end of the day, this is the stupid shit these women talk about. I was at a conference and I met this guy. I saw his eyes. Oh, he got my soul. He got my soul. Even though I was married, this is fucked up. I'm saying this. Shut the fuck up. See, and then she look, and then most of you dumbass niggas, you would look at a bitch like that and you be like, she looks so innocent. She would never cheat on her husband. No, she would never cheat on her husband with you, you fucking coward. Just because you're not her type and you don't meet her minimum attraction threshold, that does not mean she's not a whore. For the guys that are her type and do meet her minimum attraction threshold. Does it make sense? So don't take it personal if she is married and she doesn't want to cheat on her husband with you particularly. Don't take that shit personal. For whatever reason, you just didn't meet her type. Maybe she don't date black guys. Maybe she don't date fat guys. Maybe she don't date tall guys. Whatever the case is. It is what it is. You just didn't meet her minimum attraction threshold. But the guy that does, she won't even tell him that she's married. She won't even mention it. She just has a very erotic schedule. Sometimes you got to dig and prowl, and she has to trust that you're a person that's not going to judge her or, you know, look down on her. I get girls to be honest with me because I act as if I won't judge them if they're a hoe. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I really don't judge them for being a hoe, because I already picked up the signs that they were one. So I've already put them in the rotation bitch category, so they can be very open and honest with me, because they never gonna get out of the rotation bitch category any motherfucking ways. So I don't really give a fuck that they used to be a hoe or are a hoe or whatever the case is. I just don't want them to lie to me. I just rather know the truth. That's all. You know what I mean? But guess what? People will tell you the truth if they feel like they can trust that you can handle the truth. So I've had girls tell me after I fucked them a couple times, I'm married. Matter of fact, one of the girls that was married got mad at me. The first time I fucked her, she got mad at me because I told her, I told her that I had a girl. And she got really upset with me. She's like, you had a girl? What the fuck? What the fuck? Because like she was at my house, whatever the case is, and she's like, what's this? I was like, oh, that's my girl shit. She's like, you got a girl? You got a girl? What the fuck? Did you just want to fuck me? Is this all you wanted to do? She had a whole thing. I stayed calm the whole entire time. And she was just talking crazy. And then I was like, all right, like whatever. Like I thought I was never going to see her again. Then she started texting me again. We hook up again. And then she's like, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, what? And it's all because I kept my cool and shit. She's just like, I'm married. I'm married. I'm in a committed relationship. And I was like, and I was finna get on her ass. I was like, bitch, didn't you flip the fuck out when you found out that I had a girl? But I was finna get on her motherfucking ass, but I stayed cool. And then she told me the whole situation. You know what I mean? She's just like, yeah, I really like my husband. I love him. I got kids and everything like that. But, you know, sometimes I just like cheating. And she just was being very open, honest with me, whatever the case is. Me personally, I don't judge these girls for doing this shit. It's just that it's just mind blowing, because what girls do, they categorize you too, right? So if she categorizes you as a good sucker boy who doesn't know nothing about the world, she's going to lie to you. That's just what she's naturally going to do. But then once she knows that you're a bad boy and that you do bad shit too, and that you fucking got a main bitch and all this shit like that, she's gonna start telling you her secrets. But she can't tell those secrets to the good boy because he can't handle them. He's a simp, soft, feminine ass bitch boy. You get what I'm trying to say? Every blue moon, simp, soft, feminine ass bitch boys get pussy too. Don't get it twisted. But they don't tell these guys everything because they know that these guys can't handle it. They know that these guys can't handle that type of information. They can't handle the dark side of women because they deal with so few women that they don't even know that a dark side exists. So women do a very, very, very good job collectively is coming off as the more innocent gender, but in actuality they aren't. But they only share those secrets with guys that they feel like they can trust. This is why initially when women was on my page, they never said I was lying on none of my content because they was like, damn, this nigga know. Now all the women want, this is why it'll be very difficult for my page to get really big. If my page gets really, really, really big and women start watching my page, they're going to do everything in their power to shut my page down. The reason that they're going to shut my page, they're going to try to shut my page down, I'm going to tell you why, is because most women don't want the dark side of themselves to get out to the public. It's kind of how they find suckers. It's kind of how they get guys to commit to them. Is guys have to believe that like women are actually committal and all this crazy stuff. Men have to believe this in order to sign themselves up for this one-sided contract, which is a scam, which is modern day marriage. So they still need the believers. They're still going to hook up with the guys like myself, the CLG guys, things like that, because those are the guys that turn them on, arouse them. You know what I mean? Those are the guys they really want. But they know in their heart of hearts they can never lock that guy down. They know the guy that they have to lock down is a sucker. Only a sucker would get down on one knee and beg for a woman to marry him. And then give her a 2 to 3, 4, 5. I think my sister spent $5,000 on the ring for her girlfriend. I mean, it can be $5,000 and up for a fucking ring. Some of these rings can cost $100,000. And they want to give it to this woman. And this woman is literally, it's a contract that she's incentivized to break. She has nothing to lose by being in this contract. So you have to understand she's naturally going to lose respect for you even if you do that, because it doesn't make any logical sense. It doesn't even make any emotional sense, because if a woman was a man, she would never do that to a girl. Some of the hottest women on the planet, if you ask them what type of guy you would be, they will say stuff like, oh, I'll be the biggest fuckboy on the planet. I'll just fuck the shit out of bitches, kick them out. But they don't want that to happen to them. You understand where I'm coming from? They'll be the biggest fuckboy on the planet, but they don't want that to happen to them. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So you really, really, really got to jump into the psyche of a woman and understand that about a woman. And that's why my channel exists. And for all you guys that want to become elite sooner rather than later, join the CLG community. 7-day free trial. You get what I'm trying to say? 7-day free trial. You have nothing to lose. Jump in, test it out, test it for yourself. You know what I mean? See if it's a fit for you. And if it is, stay in and become elite. Because that's my only goal. Like I said, I came to the internet to help guys become elite. That's it. And for all you guys that want to work with me in person and become elite, click the link in the pinned comment section. The tickets is like $200 or something like that. It's cheap as hell. And then for the CLG guys, it's a little bit more of a discount. But click the link, or $300. I don't even know what the tickets are for the non-CLG guys. But click the link in the comments, buy a ticket, come down to Miami, train, learn, and we're going to actually be in the field together. So you're going to actually be able to see everything that I'm talking about firsthand. See how women act firsthand. See what women respond to firsthand. And once you master that, then you can take it back. You can take that with you no matter where you go. You can keep it with you for life. You can keep the skill with you for life. Now you do have to keep it sharp. Just like every single day, Steph Curry goes to the gym and he shoots thousands of threes. Why? So it becomes effortless in the game. So yes, repetition is key. You have to keep it sharp. The CLG community, jump into live Q&As, talk to people, reach out to people in DMs. It's a community. It's a brotherhood. It's very few places men have a brotherhood nowadays. So take advantage of it while you still can. You get what I'm trying to say? Even though I'm expecting to be here forever. But who knows God's plan? You know what I mean? I want to help guys to the day I die. But who knows God's plan? So, with that being said, I'm out. Peace.